Airbnb here in Kirribilli in Sydney, overlooking the iconic Sydney Harbour. You can have the Hangar Bridge behind me and the Opera House the other side. Heading now back up to Europe. It's my last day here, so let's get the bags packed, book an Uber and head up to Sydney Airport. This is the last of my birthday treats, flying with Singapoore Airlines on their A380 in first class up to Singapore. One night stop in Singapore, and then we're continuing with Singapoore Airlines business class on the 777-300 all the way up to Heathrow. So going to leave the nice southern hemisphere sunny days back up to cold Ireland, but let's go and see what it's like to fly with Singapoore Airlines all the way back to Europe. So if you're traveling in the suites or first class, you get to go in this nice separate area, walk in this nice quiet area. That's my package, and one of the lovely staff will come and take your bags and then escort you to the lounge. And as you'd expect, you get to bypass all the long queues and head to the exclusive first and business class, security and immigration. So Sydney is a great place for plane spotting. There's a China Eastern A350, a Jetstar Dreamliner. There is BA's 777 heading back to Heathrow, and just peeping behind it is my A380 that's taking me all the way up to Singapore. So it's just a quick scoot up the escalators here, just beside gate 56, to the Silvercrest Lounge, which we will go over to here now. And apparently there's a secret door, which I'll let you all see, for first class passengers only. So this is the apparent secret door that I was told about. So we're going to go into this nice exclusive lounge. This is only for the suites passengers, and to respect people's privacy, I'll not record too much, but as you can see, it's quite exclusive and there's not too many people in it. But I'll stop recording now because people don't like to be recorded. Let's start the journey with a nice glass of Charles High-Stack vintage champagne. So welcome to the Singapoore Airlines first class lounge. I don't like to record a lot in these places because people come into these for privacy, so I don't want to be putting people's faces on my YouTube channel that probably don't want to be on it. So I've just sat down with my nice glass of champagne. There is a full menu here I'm going to show you. As you can see, it's very comprehensive. Quite a lot of nice drinks. Food wise, there's going to be a lot of food on the plane, so I'm just going to have try the duck pancakes. So this is what I expect an airport lounge to be. Maybe if you're flying first class, it's, you know, very high quality, very quiet, not busy, not like priority pass. So this is a really nice little treat. So I'm going to watch the aircraft over the view, waiting for my plane to be boarded. They escort you down to the plane upstairs in the A380, which is going to be very exciting. So I'm going to enjoy a nice little glass of champagne before I head all the way up to Singapore. So my duck pancakes have arrived, very well presented, and you can just see my A380 that's going to be taking me to Singapore. So let's have a little taste of these duck spring rolls with some champagne. There is also the option of helping yourself. Some nice Thai green curry and chickens, fresh fruit, cheese, crackers. You have a self-pour bar here, or if someone wants to serve for you. There's also some stir fries and some pies. So now that we look, these are like little mock airline seats over here. All in all, a very nice way to spend an hour before your flight. So before I board our A380, now would be a good time in explaining how I got to enjoy this wonderful product. I have an American Express card, which I get 1 point per pound spent. I've accumulated them all over maybe the last year and a half. So I booked a revenue ticket with American Express Travel. Then I used the American Express reward points to reduce the price of this ticket down to not much more than premium economy. So I get to enjoy the full product, everything that goes with it, and it's just a revenue ticket. So again, it goes back to my point in all my videos. You should always collect your points, whatever way you do, you spend your bills on. Always pay it with a reward credit card, as this is proof you get to enjoy some fabulous experiences for not much. There are people down in the economy who have probably spent more money flying to Singapore than I am, and I'm sitting in a suite. But let's finish up the champagne and let's head down to our A380 and see what the first class suites are on like with the Singapoore Airlines. So welcome to the boarding. As you can see, it's quite a large aircraft. There's a lot of people here on this plane, but luckily on the right hand side is the separate suite, which I'm going to go and enjoy and get on their plane much quicker. It's always strange when you're boarding an aircraft and you're walking upstairs, but welcome to the A380, Singapoore Airlines and the suites. Welcome on board.
Mr. Boy, come follow me, please. Welcome aboard. Your cabin here.
Thank you very much.
And I'll leave you your passport. I'll come back to you in one shot.
Thank you very much. So welcome on board the A380 and first class. I'll give you a very quick look there when my lovely cabin attendants bring me to my seat. I'm going to give you a wee bit more of an in-depth view here. So let's have a little seat tour. So let's have a little more of an in-depth view as I hear the champagne being corked there. This is the seat. It sits in a fixed position until we take off. You have 2 windows in this seat. Your vanity case, your noise cancelling headset. This is the control to the TV. You have a full HD TV here, swivels. But more importantly, we have a fully flat, lie-flat bed, and my wonderful cabin attendant is just here to serve me, so I'll catch up with you in a moment. So, good afternoon from the Singapore first class suite. It is absolutely amazing. This is the best use of air miles I've ever had in my life. I'm going to sit back here, I'll show you the menu, show you the food, and I'm waiting on a glass of Krug champagne, which is not something that I'm used to drinking, but really looking forward to all this.
I'll leave it to you in a while, okay?
Thank you very much, thank you. Now, it's not often you get a $300 bottle of champagne left sitting at your side, but let's have a little taste of this and see what was probably one of the best champagnes in the world is going to taste like. Cheers. Very, very nice. Yes, I could get used to this. So we are just airborne out of Sydney. I'm just going to show you some of the features of the big, large leather seat that we can sit in here and relax. So let me show you. So you have your seats controls here, which allows you to swivel the seat just after takeoff. They release this lock. So let me show you the way this works. So you can toggle this to sort of the minute I'm facing the windows, looking out at the nice views as we depart Australia. We can also swivel around. So we're ready to watch TV. Isn't this very handy? And if you're ready to head to sleep, you can close your window shades. So if you're ready for sleep, and I'll show you when the bed's made up that you can have a good night's sleep in the dark. And then the last thing, to think of everything on this flight really. The TV comes to you, you don't go to the TV. So I've just put the TV forward here. I'm going to show you now what it's like to use the in-flight entertainment while in the lounge mode in this nice big leather armchair. So it's just like being back at home, sitting on the sofa watching Netflix. There's probably some champagne here and some nice warm nuts. And also, as you can see, I'll give you a bit of a quick tour when I go to the bathroom. This is a fully enclosed suite with a closing door. I have total privacy here, so it is really, really nice. So the after takeoff drinks of champagne and water have arrived, and we have some nice warm mixed nuts. And I'm going to start watching my favourite movie, Argo. As I said, it's just like being at home on the sofa. So before I get settled in here, my meal is about to arrive. I'm going to go into the restroom and get changed into my sleep suit. So let's go and I'll show you what the sleep suit's like and what the bathroom's like on the A380. So as you can see, there's a sliding door, but this is a little wardrobe. So I'm going to head up here to the front of the suites, and we're going to head into one of 2 of the toilets. Now, this is not like a regular bathroom. Just get the toilet locked. So you have your toilet for the ladies that want to do their makeup, etc. And that's me. So I'm going to get changed into my pajamas here, just so be nice and relaxed before my dinner arrives. So as I said, there's 2 toilets here. It's amazing to look down the stairs when you're in an aircraft. It just shows you the size of this aircraft. So I'm just heading back to my suite with the window shades down, etc. And again, one of the nicest parts of travelling in this, you've complete privacy. So the dinner service has just commenced, so I went for some garlic bread. Interestingly, I decided to try some caviar. Let's see how this goes. So can I just say, as a farmer's son from Ireland, caviar, Krug champagne and whatever else I'm going to be served is far from what my late mother ever offered me for my tea at night. So I'm going to show you what it's like eating some caviar here and see what it's like. I'm sure this is going to be nice. Really, really, really good. So, next up on this very light lunch, is like a prawn stuffed pasta with, I think it's a lobster or else a seafood bisque. So let's tuck into this and see what this is like. Just continuing on with the champagne. Now, continuing on with the light lunch. I went for the lobster thermidor, asparagus, some cherry tomato, some nice rice. At this point I've had quite enough alcohol, but beautifully presented. Continuing to watch Argo in my lovely private suite. So just going to let you know what the lobster is like. Certainly enough of it. 11 out of 10. Now, just freshen up in the restroom, and my lovely cabin attendant has just made my very comfy looking bed. I'm going to watch Argo. My lovely lie flat bed. So the flight attendant assured me that the bottle was already open, so I must try the 2005 Chateau Léoville Paufière. It's a Bordeaux. There's also on offer, we have a Premier Cru Burgundy, but I thought I'd try this first, and it's a hard life trying these fine wines. Very, very, very nice. So, just to summarise before we start our descent into Singapore, this has been the best flight I've ever taken in my life. The staff, the service, the food, the drinks, the wine, the bed, the seat, everything, every touch point is just beautiful. The little flowers as you enter, the sliding door, the crockery, the cutlery, the glassware, the lighting, everything has been thought of here. It is such a premium product. So would I like to travel this again? Yes. Will I ever get enough points to do it? Probably not. But for my milestone birthday, this has been an exceptional treat. So I'm going to finish. We're going to do some night shots into Singapore and disembark in the aircraft before we head into Singapore. So it's a thumbs up for Singapore and their excellent crew and everything that goes with it. I would recommend it as a little treat for anybody. If you're ever thinking of doing something, this is something to spoil yourself. And so that's us, disembarkation. Thank you very much, thank you. All these people that don't want to be in my video, thank you very much. Thank you again. Thank you again. Lovely to meet you. Cheerio. So, welcome to Singapore. That was a marvellous flight, marvellous crew. Everyone was so friendly, but I'm ready for my bed now. So, let's go head to our hotel. 12 hours in Singapore and then heading on to back to London. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and see you on the next trip.